All right. So, hey everyone, we're diving back into Reaktor tonight. We're looking at creating that punchy, real punchy tom sound. So, if you ever thought of sound designing, this is the place to be. I'm Danny Xander, and this is a stream about designing sounds in Reaktor, which is a sound design tool that we use as producers to make sounds. And tonight, we're going to be designing a tom sound in Reaktor using Reaktor blocks. So, tom drums are those deep, resonant hits that you hear in drum fills and grooves, sitting between a snare and a kick. I'm sure you've heard them before, and it's in every type of music, from rock to pop, hip hop, R&B, and other types of subgenres. So, including EDM. So, um, we'll be designing and shaping a tom sound, and we'll shape that tone and make it just right in all just a few minutes. So, what is a tom sound? So, a tom sound is a short sound. It's a short drum sound, a percussive hit. It's a resonant, round, resonant tone that we hear, and it has a deep, punchy attack. It has a quick downward sweep for that drunk or dunk sound. So you hear that dunk sound, like this is the sound we're going to be designing. You get that dunk sound like you're dunking in water. You hear that perfectly replicates it to me. It really it shapes that dunk sound. So we got our tom sound. So toms can be low, they can be floor toms, they can be mid toms, or they can be high toms. So we consider this maybe a floor tom, maybe a mid tom, and maybe a high tom. We can consider that a floor, mid, and a high tom as well. And often they're used in drum fills and transitions. So let's dive into Reaktor and go over what we've built. So when you dive into Reaktor, we can see we have a note in. We have a pitch envelope to pitch our oscillator waveform, which is our origin of sound, which is our sound device, sound generation device. And we have an amp envelope that's going into an amplifier, going out to our mix for the first layer of sound. And with that first layer of sound, we can hear it just by itself. Just by itself, it gives us that pretty much 70% of the way there. We have our pitch, which is carved out with our pitch envelope, carving that pitch on our oscillator tone. And we've chosen the sine wave. And then we've made the attack really fast, decay mid. We've got a sustain to mid-low, and a release on, I would say, 30%. And also, we've changed our curves from their regular positions to this would be a logarithmic shape. So we have linear shapes, we have exponential shapes, and we have logarithmic shapes right there. So we've changed the shape to a logarithmic shape. If we don't have that on that shape, it sounds completely different because the curve of the sound, the curve of the pitch, is curving in a different direction. It's not going, instead of going up, instead of this one going up and this one going swooping down, this one will be swooping up, which gives a slightly different tone and feel, which is the one we don't want. So right now we have it configured in the right position for our pitch envelope. We've done the same with our amp envelope for any sound that's going into our amp before finally hitting our mixer. We've shaped that and carved out the attack, decay, sustain, and release. These are really important terms in terms of sound design and designing out that ideal sound that you want to hear. So that's the first layer. If we go to the second layer, we hear it's a slight hit. It's not that dunk sound, but it's a slight hit. It's a slight pitchy sound. So we've added here, we have a pitch envelope. We have a oscillator, a wavetable to simulate that sound. And we've added a little bit of modulation depth on that. And again, we're shaping our pitch envelope to really make it precise. And we've shaped our attack, decay, sustain, and release for our pitch. And we've shaped our attack, decay, sustain, release for our amp envelope. So again, we've kind of set them to a similar level. This is similar to our kick shaping process. If you want to go and watch that, that's in another video, another live stream I've done on kick shape sound design. So we won't be covering that so much today, but we're looking at the tom, and you can go back and watch that one and see how I've designed that kick. It's very similar. We've just shaped the tones in a slightly different way, emphasizing that top layer as the hit or texture, and emphasizing the bottom layer as the dunk. When you put those two layers together, we get something that sounds like this. Nice and full. And complete. So I've added a little bit of reverb on the end here to really bring out that tom sound, and it's pretty much finished up our instrument. So that's a completed sound that we got here. Just wanted to show you that and how we got there. And feel free to look at this patch and recreate it on your own. See how you can recreate this sound for your own productions and use them in your own productions. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna save that, and that's our finished tom sound. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow for more content like this. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in another live stream or another episode, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace out.